Hello everybody, Sani Adelaja here. Today, I want to talk about the most corrupt head of state in Nigeria's history. Ooh. So we are not sparing anyone. We are not sparing anyone. So if you want to go into government next time in Nigeria, you know that you must make sure your hands are clean. So anybody for the next 20, 30, 50, 100 years that will ever want to go to authority, to government, we know that if they mess up, there will be army of people, not just Sunday Adelaja alone, like today, but there will be so many people, thousands of people will be exposing them, all right? So, and we are going to be bringing shame on them. And we are going to, we will make our people to hate corruption, that nobody wants to do any corrupt things. So who is the most corrupt president, head of state, or whatever you want it to call them, prime minister in the history of Nigeria? Who? Guess what? Guess who? Who is the most corrupt? Well, of course, everybody knows this name. The most corrupt head of state in the history of Nigeria when it comes to stealing is a man by the name Sani Abacha. He was a dictator. He's also known as the most brutal dictator in the history of Nigeria. Maybe it could only be compared to Babangida, but Babangida was not really regarded as a dictator. This one, I think he's the world champion in dictatorship, and he's also the world champion in corruption. He lost his life while in office in 1998. Now, how much did he steal? Up to today, they are still recovering the money he stole. Nobody really knows. There are too many. But the amount that has been discovered so far is $4.3 billion. $4.3 billion. And this $4.3 billion, you know what? At that time, you know how much that is? At that time, that was like the budget of the whole country of Ghana. Somebody just took them and take it. The whole budget of a whole independent sovereign country like Ghana. It's one human being, because you happen to be the head of state. You went and it's just like taking a whole country, boom, and pocketing a whole nation, a whole country in your own pocket alone. Abba. The greed of Abacha, it even shocked the most corrupt Nigerians. Other Nigerians who are corrupt, even they were shocked at the level, at the height of Abacha's corruption. The scale was beyond anybody's scale, beyond anybody's level. So, 4.3 billion while in office. And he was not there for long ago. I think he was only there for 4 years or something. 3 or 4, 5 years. I think he was only there for 5 years. Yes, he was only there for 5 years. And that 5 years, he succeeded. In 1 year, he was stealing 1 billion almost. But in one case, there is a particular case that is interesting. It was the government, his government, decided to build state-of-the-art steel plant. And the money that was designated to build that was 500 million. My president just said, okay, forget about the steel plant. He just diverted the whole money into his own pocket. This is how Nigeria has been ruled, and that tradition has been continued by other governments after him. And he too continued the practice of previous government who always diverted the wealth, the oil money, and into their pocket. They have looted our oil money all this while. There is another story that is interesting with Abacha family, because his wife now, because last week, I was watching a video of an interview that Mariam Abacha, the wife of the late Sani Abacha, did. The way she was giving the interview, she looked so pious, so righteous, so holy, and so, like you would say, this woman will never steal a dime, and she will never, maybe she didn't steal, but at least there was a case, and I hope this case is true, because it's widely reported that time in the Nigerian newspapers, that she was caught at the airport, maybe at the airport or somewhere, trying to flee the country with 38 stuffed suitcases that are stuffed not with clothes, but with cash. 38 of those suitcases. But she's not in prison. She's in Nigeria enjoying her life. So either the accusation is not true, or if it is true, why is she not in prison? But Nigeria, we hailed it. This is Nigeria. And that's why if the government will not be responsible and will not, secure our wealth, our commonwealth, if the government will not do what they need to do, we, the citizens, need to raise up our voices. Social organizations, NGOs, pressure groups need to arise and say we are going to rip our land of corruption. Now, there is another thing that is interesting about this family. They set up a foundation. They call it Peace Foundation. But what that Peace Foundation was really doing is to use that foundation to, again, get out some of the money that from the country. I think it was $5 million that was discovered that they were trying to, because they were using it to sell properties of the late Abacha, sandals, rice, soap, television, etc. But that foundation went bust. What other interesting thing can I say about Abacha? All of you know Abacha, but Nigeria has got a great breakthrough in the case of trying to recover the looted funds by Abacha. These funds have been discovered everywhere, especially in Switzerland, America, I think England, I think France, and money is just everywhere. But for the first time in the history of Switzerland, because of Nigeria, because of Abacha stolen money, they had to change their law so that they will be able to return some of the looted money to Nigeria. And the money has been returned. A few of them have been returned to Nigeria. And not all of them, but a good amount is being returned. And this present government, they said they have used the money to distribute to ordinary poor Nigerians. So what can I say? Let's all raise up our voices and fight against this monster called corruption. For the love of God, church and nation. Peace.